The next problem we're going to look at is number 56 from section 1.2 of our textbook. And this problem is a monster problem. It's going to take a lot of steps for us to get to the answer. So make sure you have a lot of room on your notebook paper. Copy down the problem, and when you're ready to go, let's get going. Well, you see we have two fractions on the left side of the equation, and they do not have a common denominator. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a common denominator. Here's what we'll do. We'll copy the original problem. 4 over the quantity x minus 1, we'll leave a blank. Plus 6 over the quantity x plus 3x plus 1, leave a blank. Equals 15 over the quantity 3x plus 1. Now what we're going to do to get a common denominator is we're going to see that the second term has a 3x plus 1 in the denominator, and the first term doesn't. So we're going to multiply by 3x plus 1 over 3x plus 1. Anything divided by itself is 1, just about. So multiplying by 1 won't change the value of these terms. We're just going to make them look different. We're going to multiply this second fraction by x minus 1 over x minus 1. Again, we're multiplying by 1, not changing the value of our function. We're just making it look different. Okay. The next move is to recognize that we have a quantity x minus 1 and a quantity 3x plus 1, the denominator of each fraction, so we can combine them. We're not going to distribute the denominator right now. We're going to leave them in factored form. And on top, when we do 4 times this quantity 3x plus 1, we're going to distribute. So that's going to give us 12x plus 4. Then when we do 6 times this quantity x minus 1, we're going to distribute. That's going to give us plus 6x minus 6. And all this is going to equal 15 over 3x plus 1. Okay. Well, now let's combine like terms. 12x and 6x combine to make 18x. Let's see, 4 and minus 6 combine to make minus 2. Okay. Now, the next step is where we have different paths to take. We can make a choice. The next step for us to work on is to consider cross-multiplying, and we can certainly cross-multiply, and let's do that. If we were to cross-multiply, we would get on the left side the quantity 18x minus 2 times the quantity 3x plus 1. And then on the right side, we would get 15 times the quantity x minus 1 times the quantity 3x plus 1. Okay. Now again, leaving our problem in factored form made us recognize one thing. We have a factor of 3x plus 1 on each side. If we were to divide each side of this equation by the quantity 3x plus 1, well, these expressions would eliminate each other, and we'd be left with 18x minus 2 equals 15 times the quantity x minus 1. Now, finally, after all these steps, we have a problem that looks a little bit simpler. Let's distribute. I'm going to get 15x minus 15 on the right side. And now, let's subtract 15x from both sides. Now let's add 2 to both sides. And we'll divide by 3. X is equal to negative 13 thirds. Okay. Now we're not sure if this is an answer. Maybe 13 thirds, maybe negative 13 thirds would make this value undefined. Let's go back and check. Here's Here's a little trick you can use if you'd like, because some people have trouble typing in long expressions with negative signs and fractions. So we can take negative 13/3 and store it in our calculator. Sorry, let me go a little slower. Negative 13/3. Right above the on button is the store button. We can press store, and we can put this in any variable we want. We can use X because X is easy to access. So now every time we type the letter X on our calculator on the home screen, well, our calculator is going to interpret that as we're typing negative 13/3. So now let's go back up to the original problem and see what we get. Let's go 4 divided by the quantity, x minus 1. Remember, we stored negative 13/3 into x. Say plus 6 divided by the quantity, 3x plus 1. We need parentheses around this expression in the denominator on our calculator, otherwise we'll be typing the problem incorrectly. So on the left side we get negative 1.25. See, on the right side we'll check, we'll do 15 divided by the quantity 3x plus 1. Get negative 1.25. So since we get the same value on the left side as we get on the right side, that means that our answer is correct. X equals negative 13/3. Well, thank you for watching the videos. I hope these problems are helpful. There are going to be a few practice problems listed on the website for you to do before coming to class next time. Do the practice problems and check your answers. Remember, the solution one, the chapter 1 solution guide is on the website. It's let's see where it is. It's back on day 9. So if you scroll down to day 9, you'll find the chapter 1 solution guide. Good luck with your practice problems. We'll see you in class.